Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Gigi here. Thank you so much for joining me for another reading. If you're new, please take a moment to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this. And like the video for me, guys. It would mean the world to me. This is a collective energy reading, so please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Please don't force anything. Place yourself in the reading where you belong, please and thank you. Remember, Gigi's your friend, not your therapist. So take what it is for what it is, and try not to force anything, guys, okay? Um, on the table tonight, I have the Zodiac, Divine Circus, Soul's Journey, the Tarot, and Divine Guidance, my handwritten deck. It is April 22nd, or excuse me, 26th, 2022. It is 10:36 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Central Valley, California. We're just going to jump in and let's get going and see what Spirit has to say to you guys tonight, okay? Holy Spirit, please come down with your angels, my ancestors, loved ones, and spirit guides that have ascended to your highest white light to protect and guide me through this reading for our collective. Holy Spirit, please allow me to channel through you clear, honest, and precise messages for the collective, and protect us all with your divine light, and cast all the evil and darkness back to hell where it belongs, please, and thank you. I love and appreciate you all. All right, let's see what's going on. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see what Spirit has for you guys tonight. What is the zodiac energy surrounding the collective tonight? Spirit, please and thank you. Holy Spirit, what is the energy surrounding the collective? The zodiac energy, Spirit, that is surrounding the collective, please and thank you, Holy Spirit. We have Virgo, the Moon, and Mercury. We have Gemini and Virgo, Virgo and Cancer. All right. What is the energy tonight, Spirit? Let's see what I can pick up on for you guys. I'm seeing quite a few different scenarios. What do you want me to pick up on, Spirit? What's the energy surrounding us, Holy Spirit? Where are we going to start off with? What are we going to start off with the Divine Circus, Holy Spirit? Duke of Shadows, Princess Victorious, one more, Spirit. The Circus of Love. Okay. The Duke of Shadows doesn't come out very often. Let me see what the energy of this one is. Cunningly clever am I, helping you discern the truth from a lie. I remind you that half-truths may seem to be whole, yet in the shadows is information yet to be known. When the time is right, the light shall be bright, and confusion will give way to understanding. Somebody is, let's see. You're being asked to be a big picture person for the moment. Sometimes immediate gratification has to give way for a grander scheme unfolding, which will ultimately lead you to far greater and more meaningful success. What seems to be a delay, obstacle, loss, or even failure now is a twist in the plot of your life, necessary for your gracious destiny to unfold according to a higher plan. Okay. Now I understand, Spirit. Thank you. So, we have the Circus of Love here. We have somebody living in half-truths, somebody that's not being a big picture person that Spirit wants them to be a big picture person. Okay? Are you living in a situation, or are you staying in a situation because you feel like the person, or, you know, the person that you want may be too far out of your reach? Are you just settling? Or are you looking at the big picture and being completely truthful with yourself? The truth of the matter is going to come out one way or another, whether you're prepared for it or not, whether you're looking at the bigger picture of the situation. I feel like, you know, I've been picking up on some things, you know, some people just being promiscuous, living just in the moment, you know, fulfilling voids any which way that they can because they're afraid of their true feelings, or they're afraid of being honest about their true feelings with people due to judgment, due to being possibly shallow and narcissistic. The thing is this is the reason, those are the reasons why spirit keeps people apart, is because there are things that need to be learned in those separations. And if people don't learn them, they'll never get an opportunity to be together. Okay? And if you want to celebrate love and be with the person that you love, and, you know, joy, experience joy and bask in light and love and all of those things, it's best to start looking at the bigger picture. Seeing areas that need to be fixed in your life. Doing the work. Coming clean and being truthful and allowing the truth to come out of the darkness and standing true to it. If you're stuck in a crossroads right now of, you know, staying where you are in the darkness or going towards the love of your life, it's time for you to make that choice and see the bigger picture of what it is. Come out of the darkness. Bring yourself out of the darkness and to the light, and take that sacred fool's journey to a very unique person that may love you very much. Open your eyes to what the reality of the situation is, and once you start being truthful to yourself, putting in the work and seeing the bigger picture of the situation, you might end up getting lucky. You might end up getting lucky and having Lady Luck on your side bring you your person, or bringing you to your person, or bringing your person to you. So you can have a successful life. You don't have to be stuck at crossroads. You don't have to stay stuck in the darkness. You can be true to who you truly are with a very unique person, if you're a very unique person, however it is. You may have lost all your luck. You may have let it all run out by lying and being deceptive and not seeing the bigger picture and just staying stuck and stagnant in the middle of a crossroad that you couldn't figure out. Well, now it's time to figure it out. Okay? Before you combust. Have a complete nervous breakdown. Because you're tired, you're stressed out. Even sleeping 12-hour days, 12-hour nights isn't doing it for you. You still feel like you wake up and you're exhausted. You're emotionally burnt out, stressed out, and it's because you're not living your truth. You're forcing yourself to live in a situation that you don't want to be in. You know, out of all of these cards, this is the only happy looking one. Everybody else looks, I mean, she looks pretty happy with that glass or whatever it is she's drinking, but she looks, look at these guys. They all are like side-eyed, looking at you side-eyed, or not even looking up at all, just kind of, but she's looking straight at you. Glitter and sparkle and all of the happy feelings that you get from that red. It's time to step out into the light. It's time to make your choice. It's time to get on that sacred fool's journey and head towards the person you truly want to be with, or the situation you want to be with, or do something in your life that brings you joy. Because once you start feeling joy and doing things that make you happy, you might find somebody that brings all that glitter and sparkle into your life. And the second you start feeling that glitter and sparkle and feeling the happy feelings, things are going to turn around for you. things can very well turn around for you before, you know, you spontaneously combust from the stresses of life. Step out of the darkness. Well, there it is. Like I said, something wants to come soaring out of you. It really does. That's exactly what the Dark Harlequin stands for as well. There's something deep within you that wants out. It wants out like yesterday. And if you don't start doing something about it, it's going to come out of you just like a supernova. Don't be afraid of being your true, authentic self. I say this so much. This energy feels so familiar. What are you afraid of? I mean, there's always the ego, there's always judgment, there's always shallow-minded, you know, nonsense and narcissism. If we're still stuck in this energy collective, I mean, are we ever going to change? Are we ever going to do what needs to be done to get out of these behaviors so you can finally be free and be happy? Or are we just going to stay stuck and stagnant in these energies until it's too late? Or are you ready to have Lady Luck on your side and get you to where you need to be? Are you ready to feel lucky and have things happen for you and just things fall into place and feeling like you can jump on that bandwagon of love there with what I really feel like somebody that's all it is. That's the one last missing piece in somebody's life. Somebody may have a very, you know, a stable job, a roof over their head, a car to drive, some money in the bank, but it comes down to they feel empty emotionally. And they want somebody to love. They want somebody to be silly with. They want somebody to take that journey, this journey of life with them that'll help them stay on the right path. Maybe somebody that's extraordinarily unique that helps the world out. Somebody that makes, you know, takes strides to do good for people, that is in service to people. Somebody that doesn't let crossroads stop them from seeing the bigger picture for what they want in life. Somebody that doesn't hold back how they feel. Somebody that wants to be their true authentic self. Somebody that wants to bring people to the light by using, you know, their ability to use their third eye or just their intuition. Okay? Somebody that has chosen what they want to see in this life. Somebody that's starting to see that even the little blessings as big ones, because not all divine blessings are right there in your face. It may feel like, you know, separation from the person that you love is a lesson that needs to be learned in this life to teach you how to be a better person, to teach you how to not be so selfish, to teach you how to not be so codependent on others or things. Okay? It's helped them get out of the darkness. Thank you, Spirit. They may be realizing this person that you may be thinking about, collective, or that may be thinking about you, is spiritually protected, guided, spiritually guided to see all of these things, to have them step into their abilities, that nudges them in the right direction, that makes themselves known when they're doing something wrong and says, hey, listen, you're going to go into spiritual punishment if you don't knock this crap off. Stay on the right path. Stay consistent. Don't break your promises. And with that, you know, with all of that, they're starting to feel the luck that they may have missed out all throughout their life because of the darkness that lingered. I see the secret of the shinobi. You don't have to keep this secret. You don't have to keep this secret. You don't have to linger and stay in the darkness forever. You don't. I don't think you want to. I don't think you want to feel like your life is lost to the darkness because that's all that you're going to be able to manage. I think you want to go down that rabbit hole and start seeing the world in a whole new way with somebody that may be extraordinarily unique. That can very well be the light. That can very well bring you to, into positions to where you just, it's always celebrating, You guys are always celebrating, doing fun things, even if it's just doing the dishes and dancing around, being silly to music while, it's just you. Maybe it's, I don't know if there's children involved or whatever, but I just see two people doing dishes and cleaning up in the kitchen, and they're dancing and, and having a good time. And it's like you're celebrating even when you're not out at a party, even when you're not out at an event or, on vacation or anything like that. Life is just fun. Life is worth, celebrating between the two of you, and you know that. It's time to choose. It's time to choose. The world needs you. The world needs the both of you. The Joker's wild. You got the opportunity to see it for what it is. You have an opportunity to seize it and see your luck change. You really do. Anything else? Or you can continue to allow poisonous people, poisonous situations, poisonous ways of thinking to completely rule your life and completely overlap and take away everything. And everything that could lead to happiness, abundance, fun, excitement. You can let it all just go and live in this poisonous, toxic way of thinking that you may very well be in now. Either which way, you have to make a choice. The choice is yours. To stay stuck and stagnant or celebrate. Linger in the darkness or get out of the darkness. It's your choice. But either which way, there's something that wants out before it explodes out of you and, like I said, makes you feel like you're cuckoo crazy. Make the choice of where you want to go. All right. Okay. It really is your choice to be your true authentic self or to let the world just eat you up and spit you out. Either which way, it's your choice. You can keep going or you can move forward. You can keep going the way you are or you can move forward and change. You can change your life. You just have to believe you can. And if you don't believe you can, then maybe it's time for you to surround yourself around positive people that want to teach you, that being positive is acceptable. That you don't have to linger in the darkness just to get through this life, especially if you've been hurt in the past. Happiness can be a thing. Let's just see if there's anything. Yeah, it's time to celebrate. It's time to celebrate this life, not just linger and just exist. You can be happy. It's possible. You don't have to. I feel like Maybe you're so used to having people just walk away from you, break your heart, take you for what you are, a sweet person that's just taken for granted. You don't have to live like that. You're a manifester. You may very well be manifesting this shit for yourself. The mind is a very powerful thing. We'll just say it like that, okay? And if you're not using your brain span for what it's meant to be used for, and all you think is that this is what life is going to be like, and you're not seeing the bigger picture, well, you could very well be manifesting this darkness for yourself. Because there is a lover out there that may very well want you, that spirit may very well want you with, that will be, exactly what you need. Not somebody that's going to hurt you, not somebody that's going to break you down. They're going to be the ones to help build you up. It's important for you to remember that. Maybe it's time for you to stand in your emotions and your ability to love, and being that emotional, compassionate person. Learn how to handle your emotions and express them, and learn how to communicate so you can reap the rewards and be abundant and feel the sunshine on your back instead of lingering in the darkness and just being afraid of the light. Possibly because you think that, every time the light's in your life, something or somebody just snatches it away. And then you feel like a failure. And the more and more it happens, the more and more like a failure you feel like. And the more you just linger in the background as life just passes you by. And you're worth so much more. Guys, you really are. You are worth so much more. What do you got for us, Spirit? What do you got for us? We have the Hierophant in reverse. I know it in the upright, but I don't know it in the reverse. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. Am I living my truth? Am I living someone else's truth? Am I rejecting tradition and practice out of rebellion or due to careful consideration of my heart and soul? Are you living your truth? Are you? Or are you just living, or are you just existing? I don't feel like you're living anybody's truth at this point. I don't think I really know that I feel that somebody is just living and existing and not living anything. I think it's just a forced habit to get up, go to work, come home, do whatever it is you do, and then go to bed and repeat. I feel like somebody's not even making an effort to find joy in life anymore. That their depression is so bad that they're not even taking care of their personal hygiene. They're just existing and doing whatever they can to just be left alone. We weren't created to be left alone for too long. And if that's the truth you want to live, is just in the background while everything else passes you by, then that's your truth. And if that's what you feel is what your life is going to be like, and you don't want to make any effort to change it, well, then that's you. Do you easily get bored? Are you easily bored? That's a question I'm asking you. Yeah. If you're easily bored with the life you have now, it's because you're not doing anything to spark joy. If, if you're having little side pieces here, just one night stands there, pushing away anybody that wants anything serious because you're afraid of getting hurt. Are you doing it because you're bored and they're not stimulating it enough for you? I feel like the energy's telling me yes. I had this masculine, I'm seeing a masculine that's saying, I had one that lit up his life, but he pushed that person away because he was afraid of getting bored or them getting bored with him. He was afraid she was going to get bored with him, possibly because of laziness, complacency. Would she have? Spirit's telling me no. But because he's afraid of seeing the bigger picture of what it is, maybe afraid of making the change or putting in the effort, this is where he's at, sitting there doing the same mundane thing every day, just being in the background, fading away, and letting life just pass him by. Well, if that's the life you want to live, if that's your truth, then that's your truth. I mean, this is your life to do with it as you see fit. But there can be so much more for you if you just open your eyes and see the bigger picture. I feel like there was some manipulation, but I want to double check if that's what this means. That's what I feel like. There was some manipulation. Somebody's using their past. They may have manipulated some emotions or manipulated somebody or let me say that again. Attempted to manipulate some things to keep this person pushed away, keep them at arm's length. They wanted to escape the fact that they needed to make some changes in life. So they were saying some things that they knew deep down weren't true. Lying, being childish to keep somebody from getting too close because they were afraid that they'd get bored. Maybe showed somebody their truth and was completely surprised about how they handled it without judgment. Seeing the reality of who they were at this point on the timeline, and they still love them unconditionally, and it freaked this person out to the point where they were like, okay, you deserve better, and I'm going to make sure you get better by pushing you away, even though we both know that we both want this situation. Yep. I really feel like somebody was trying to manipulate somebody's mind, making them think one thing when in reality they both knew. This person may very well know how to, read people like a book, especially people that they care about. And when they're on an energetic, when they're energetically, let me say it a different way. When they're exchanging energy, this person could probably read them like a book easily. And it cut some things short. Am I waiting for someone else to decide for me? Do I doubt my own abilities or do I doubt my choice? What skills would I need to gain before I feel ready? It's more of not the skills, it's more of donning the motivation to make the changes on their own. He didn't want her to make the choice for him. He wanted to do it for himself, but he's doubting himself. I feel like every time this masculine made the effort, every time this masculine made any effort for any situation, he got shut down with judgment and heartbreak. and it just instilled some really bad thoughts in his head, and now it's causing massive depression to where he just lingers in the darkness because it's the only comfortable, safe, consistent thing he knows. Anything else, Spirit, from the tarot? I'm going to need the book for this one for sure. The Eight of Coins. Okay. Yeah, if you're able to see the bigger picture and let the light come through a little bit, you have an opportunity to improve your life. You do. I'm going to read what this says. I'm going to give you the advice here. Take pride in your work and foster the patience to do the hard work of actually getting better at what you do. And I really don't think it's like what you do for work. I feel like it's more of what you do just in life in general. If you take pride in yourself, even just a little, about how you present yourself to the world, put on a clean shirt, put on some clean pants that fit you, get some new shoes, comb your hair, brush your teeth, wash your face. Simple things. Tuck your shirt in, put a belt on, make sure you're eating 3 square meals a day. Maybe start saving your money, doing little things, make your bed every morning, just little things and you'll start seeing an improvement. It just takes a little, even if you just do it for yourself. If the person you pushed away is really somebody you want to just keep at a distance from you, fine. You don't have to get on that train ride with the circus of love to that direction. If you just want to start loving yourself, that's going to be more beneficial than you doing anything else at this point to get you out of this depression. And then maybe, you can open your heart to somebody else, whether it's the person you're thinking about now or somebody different. You made mention before that you let people in just for fun, but when people come in and they want something more, you push them away. Well, start loving yourself so that maybe you don't have to feel that you have to push everybody away, because this is something I like to say to people when they push and they try to, shove people out of their life. Look, you can push everybody out of your life, and when it's time for you to feel like you're ready to have them back, there's nobody going to be left. There's nobody going to be left. And then you're really going to have depression and anxiety. Think about these things. Every action has a consequence. With every action, there's a reaction. And if you push everybody away when you want somebody there, there's not going to be anybody left, man. Seriously. You're just delaying things for yourself. You're causing chaos in your own life by sitting there and not putting in the work. You may think it's the easy route, but in reality, it's not. You're making things worse. You're digging yourself a deeper hole that you'll never be able to get at. And let me ask you something. I'm gonna be straight up about it. Let's say this person that you pushed away, the one that that lights up your life, that is that loves you unconditionally, that has zero judgment of who you are and your laziness and whatever it is that you're doing in your life. What if that person shows up at your door tomorrow? You gonna push them away some more? I mean, actions speak louder than words. And if their actions is to just show up and say, hey, look, I care about you, I love you, I want to see us together, I want to see us happy, what would you do? Seriously, what would you do? Think about it. Would you push them away? Say, I just don't want this, I really don't want you, 3434. I really don't want you. Thank you for coming down and expressing how you feel, but I don't feel this way. Is that what you would do? To be more malicious, to be more manipulative, or hide more of your feelings just to save yourself from what? This person has already proven that they love you unconditionally. This person has already proven that they don't judge you. This person already proved that they love you and would do literally showing up at your door, taking whatever journey it was to your front door to make it known. 11:11 on the it's 11:11 now at night here in California. Okay, could be your twin that may know when your soul is calling to them, knowing when they, you need them. Right now, Spirit's keeping them at bay, keeping a tight grip on them because Spirit wants you, your ancestors want you, and your spirit team want you to do the work for yourself. They know if she shows up at your front door what it would be, but they want you to put the effort in first before she just takes the initiative and makes the move first. They want to see you put the effort in. They know you can do it. What is it going to take? What is it going to take? You sitting there in fear and stress and anxiety, not sleeping, not eating right, can't think straight. You may be thinking about this person constantly, but you're fighting yourself. You're causing chaos in your own life. You're causing chaos in your own life. We only get so long in this body. Okay? We only get so long in this body. We only get so much time in this life to enjoy it. The thing is you want to wait until you're 60 years old to finally realize it when, and you only get so little time together when you can have them now and you could have the rest of your life together, which could easily be 40 to 50 more years of happiness and love with a person that gets you. That could very well be your twin. That could very well be, your everything, your princess, your prince, whatever. You have to slay these dragons that you're facing, man. Don your armor, grab your sword, and go get your ass to work. It's just gonna take a little bit of effort on your side. If you don't want it, it's your life. But if you even want it a little bit, you may want to consider moving your ass before the opportunity's gone. And somebody either steps in and fulfills this person in a whole new way, or this person gets the courage up to go get down there over to you, wherever, and says, look, this is the last chance I'm giving this. I want to know how you really feel. I'm here. What are you going to do about it? The thing is you might want to be very careful about how you handle it if she does show up. Because if you act like a childish person, thinking you're funny, and they walk away, and you're like, wait, no, I was just kidding, they may not turn back around. You may do some serious damage to the situation, so you may want to consider all of your options before you open your mouth. Especially if this person gets, I don't think it's courage. I think it's more of saying, okay, Spirit, is it time for me to make this move? And Spirit says, yes, go for it. I think that, this person may have already shown up if Spirit wasn't holding them back. It may be giving you the opportunity, it may be because Spirit wants to give you the opportunity to grow up, or possibly bring somebody new in, or give somebody another opportunity to show her who they really are, Maybe because they were on a spiritual journey and they needed to learn some things for themselves. What else you got for me, Spirit? Like I said, he already knows that she lights up his world, but he was being a major schmuck because he wanted to keep her at bay, because he didn't want to change, or he didn't know how to change. He may have very well said, "Be gone before somebody drops a house on you," or "Go away." You know, you can maybe do better. And with saying that, maybe now the houses are dropping on his head because of his attitude, because he pushed away his complete wish fulfillment, a spiritual being that could help him. Like I said, this person may have very well been able to read him like a book, and it scared the shit out of him. Yeah, it's time to rise up from the darkness and head towards your sweetheart. Make the effort already. Make the effort already. What was I saying? Your prince or princess charming is slaying a dragon to get to you. Taking too damn long. Sticking around too many shady people, or being shady him damn self. Oh, God. High Priestess. Manifester. Wait, I did see the Magician earlier. I could very well tell that you, it says divine timing is at play in your life. Yeah, I completely believe that. Yeah, I can definitely see this too. That you can't sleep, can't eat, can't think straight. Divine timing is at play in your life. You may very well have a spiritual being, High Priestess, as your other half that needed to step into their power, learn how to deal with it, learn how to manage themselves, communicate, and deal with their emotions in order to be able to help you rise up from the darkness and not be a jerk. You may be getting some serious light bulb moments, or they are. May God protect all the innocents in all these situations. And that could very well be why the separation is happening. Is God may very well be protecting her from whatever it is you're doing behind, being shady, being an asshole, being promiscuous and getting yourself involved with the wrong people, getting yourself trapped in situations that you may not be able to get trapped in. Or it could very well be that Spirit's trying to protect her from any lies and manipulations you may have said about this person. Trying to protect their feelings from getting hurt while you, reap the consequences of your actions with any towers that may be falling on your head that this person didn't need to get involved with, and being saved from some bullshit that you may be in. Or vice versa, however it is for you guys. This person is very pure of heart. Like I said, maybe the kind of person that's willing to help others out, maybe help other people come out from the darkness and rise up. Maybe the type of person that helps people slay dragons. Stop looking to the past, or your present will pass you by. I really, really believe that. I really believe that you have an empty heart too. However, I think it's time for you to see, have a light bulb moment if you haven't already, and move before you lose out on this opportunity. What's underneath that? Yeah, this may be an opportunity for you to start being in service of others as well, and teach others about, from what you've gone through. Teach people. Learn how to teach people. Learn how to be in service of others. Learn how to help people by helping yourself. Okay? You're a manifester. You're doing this to yourself. If you can't see that, then you're still blinded to what and who you really are. You guys were right for each other. It was just the wrong time. Will it ever be the right time? That's up to you, masculine. All the while, this person is going to continue to be who they are, living in happiness and not being indecisive, making choices and sticking with it, going for what they want in life, putting in the work, choosing happiness over darkness, choosing happiness over stagnation and misery, choosing happiness over depression, stepping out of their comfort zone and doing things that they never thought that they would do alone, and doing it with grace. With grace. You can stalk away, you can watch this person from a distance, but the thing is, any intuitive person will know what you're up to. So don't blame the world for what you've turned into. Blame yourself for allowing it to happen. Blame yourself for, don't blame anybody. Just take responsibility. Just take responsibility for your own well-being. Stop blaming others for how they treated you, and just, start looking at things from both sides of the coin. Okay? Stop doubting yourself. You're a divine being. You have a divine purpose. You have a life purpose. And it could very well be to use that testimony that you've built up over the years to teach people with it. I really feel like there's a musical something that you're involved with, or you should be involved with. Writing. Death. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. The thing is that may be right for some relationships, but the thing is if your death actually happens because of depression and just letting yourself go and not caring about what happens to you, there's not going to be a new beginning here in this world to where it could be, you can be fixed. Or excuse me, where you can fix things, not you can be fixed, because you can be fixed. You can fix yourself with the help of, getting spiritual about it, asking God for help. Coming from somebody that actually, had doubts about God, and then God showed his divine light to me and got me my eyes opened, and he shows me daily who he is and who not to toy with. Okay? The thing is if a divine intervention needs to happen, it will, but if you fight it, you push it away, you may be cutting your life expectancy down real short, and you'll be ending up staying in loneliness even though you don't want to. It's time to surrender, blame, doubt, all of that, to free yourself and find happiness. You need to build up on your courage and get balanced. Start taking pride in yourself. Not allowing failures of the past to keep you from seeing the lighter side of life. These are challenges that you need to, you need to face. You may just need some healthy friendships and start getting disciplined in life and getting out of any indecisive behaviors, and start learning how to forgive and building up your self-esteem. I saw guilt on the bottom of the deck. We're going to take that guilt right there. The thing is if somebody hurt your feelings and they try to rectify it, they try to redeem themselves, they try to, seek forgiveness and make an effort, and you were guilting them, and because, your heart was broken. Hurt people. But guilting somebody and blaming them and making them feel like crap, losing your patience with them and not being empathetic, it could, being in denial about how you feel about that relationship instead of being honest, could very well be poison to your soul. You should be very grateful. You should be very grateful that Spirit wants to give you an abundance of love and all of these things with this person. Maybe brought this person already to you once, physically, to make amends and help you heal and be there to be supportive and love you unconditionally without judgment. You should have been grateful for that relationship, that friendship. It would have brought the whole thing to an abundant, happy, joyous kind of situation, that circus of love we saw in the very beginning of this reading, it's time for you to choose what you want. It's time for you to make a change, get creative about it so you guys can be successful. I see love here too. Don't fear love. Don't fear love. It's a beautiful thing. It's what we were put here to do, is love each other. Be in peace. This person wasn't judging you by any means. They wanted to help you change. They wanted to see you persevere. They were trying to do things to be in service to help you get out of any regrets of what you've done in the past, help you learn how to trust and not be envious of other people's situations. That, you know, your health is already, we already saw that your depression is getting to the point where you're not taking care of yourself at all because what, you're worried about, you know, how people look at you, and you're living in grief instead of growing up and actually, you know, getting out of any childish kind of mindsets, you know. You can do whatever you want. It's your life to do with it as you see fit. But if this is really what you want in life, like I said, if you push everybody away, one day, if you decide to change your mind, there's not going to be anybody left. And that one person that completely got you, that read you like a book, that was your perfect person, they may go off and live happily ever after in a wild, dancing freely in a wildflower field, riding horses, you know, dancing around silly and having somebody turn into being their true love of their life. Somebody that's willing to let the past go and grow up. Somebody that doesn't let the judgment of others affect how they love their person just right. Okay? And if you are stalking, if you are watching somebody, if you are doing all of that just to, you know, see what's going on, keep you happy, you know, at least from a distance, you get to see somebody, you know, go through life without you. And if that's what you want to do, make yourself feel worse by seeing all of that, well, then that's your choice. Maybe you're stalking in hopes that it'll motivate you to move your ass. I don't know. But if you're not, then you're just wasting time. So maybe it's time to grow up, move forward in life, and do what you need to do. And like I said, you need to make a choice as to where you want to go in life. The time is now. There's no better time than to make a change than now. Anything else, Spirit, that you want me to pull? Not for tonight. Okay, that's all I got for you guys. I hope this was enlightening. I hope that this was, you know, a nudge in the right direction. I hope that it was something that will help you find some motivation to get yourself together, to get grounded, to open up your heart a little bit, to start trusting, you know. But it is what it is. I hope that, you know, we can get out of depression. Depression is a very, very dangerous thing. It really is. So I'm going to use myself as testimony here, but I've lived with depression for as long as I can remember. You know, at 12 years old, I was, a handful of times tried to take my own life. Luckily, the rope snapped, and my mom, you know, caught wind of what I was up to and got me the help I needed to at least kind of calm me down enough to where it took another 10 years before I tried it again. And luckily, I was old enough in a place where I got some serious help, and I was able to, you know, get myself somewhat normal, or what people like to consider normal. And then, you know, I was 35 when I had my awakening. Then I literally a little bit more than a month later, I turned 36. It took me 14 more years to be awakened after multiple attempts at suicide, depression, drugs, alcohol, losing my career because of drugs, you know, and alcohol and stupidity, losing many relationships, having 2 marriages fail, you know, all kinds of stuff before I realized things really needed to change. And yes, I'm still stubborn. Yes, I'm still a pain in the ass. Yes, I'm still a brat sometimes, but I've grown just as much as I've stayed somewhat the same. And it takes a lot of work. It doesn't just happen overnight. I mean, we're about to be in May. In 1 month and about 2 months' time, about a month and a half's time, it'll be a year of me being on this spiritual journey. Okay? I've done a 180 change in my life, and it's taken me almost a year to do it. And I'm still nowhere near where I want to be, physically, mentally, and emotionally. I still have a lot of growing to do, and it's not something that just happens overnight. It takes time. We have peaks and valleys that happen in our life that, cause us to backtrack, that cause us to, have to face spiritual, I don't like to call it punishment, but it almost feels like punishment. Where if I do something or I'm not dedicated enough to spirit and I let other things, take place, take precedence over, my time with spirit, I see my abilities shift and I have to work even harder to get them back to where they were. This is not an easy situation to be in. Making changes and being a spiritual person is not an easy task at all. Life is not easy. It was never meant to be. But if you find your perfect person that loves you exactly right, that loves you unconditionally, that looks at you without judgment and loves you for exactly who you are and just wants to see you better yourself, even in small ways, because they love you exactly who you are, as you are. I mean, why on God's green earth would you want to push them away? Did you even give it a chance? I'm being told no, not really. Maybe like 1% of a chance. Well, are you satisfied with that? I don't feel like you are. I don't feel like you are at all. I feel like it's just a cover up for how you really feel. I really feel like that wannabe tough guy attitude that we saw come out with the Divine Guidance deck. Yeah, I really feel that is your way of trying to protect your heart. Just by being an asshole and pushing people away is to save yourself, but in reality, you're really hurting yourself more. But, like I said, it's your life. If you want to live in depression and anxiety, sleepless nights, lonely nights, just, maybe getting somebody to sleep with you just once or twice and then you push them away too, hey, that's your choice. You get to live with this. Nobody else does. So, I don't know. I feel like there's more that needs to be said. I really feel like deep down inside this masculine, he really just wants to be held, have his back tickled, cuddled, be free to be who he is, be comfortable in his own skin, standing straight up with his shoulders back, walking around in the buff right in front of her and knowing that she likes what she sees, whether he's happy with what he sees or not. He feels confident with her. He may bring out her confidence in a way that no one else can, just by being free to be themselves. You may be the only one that she's comfortable with waiting on. Not because she feels like she has to, but because she wants to. She wants to make you feel like you're a king, because in her eyes you are her emperor. You're her everything. You bring joy to her life just by breathing. She's always willing to go the extra mile, even when you don't tell her to, even when you don't even expect it, just because proving her love to you is the most important thing to her. But it's your choice. It's your choice to see it for what it is. Think back on all the things that, you guys did together, spoke about, all the laughs you had, all the tickles, all the giggles, all the cuddles, all the love and the kisses. Think about all of that and remember the feelings you had in those moments, how it lit up your world, warmed your belly in a way that nothing else could. Are you willing to be without that for the rest of your life because you're afraid? Are you willing to live a lonely life in the dark without her, just watching her go on with her life and try to find happiness somewhere else, but it will take 4, 5, 6 other souls to be able to make her anywhere near as happy as you did? There's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. Anyway, use your heart. Shut your mind off for a little while and use your heart. Let it guide you. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. I love you all. Thank you so much, Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones, and spirit guides for helping me with this reading. I close this reading. That's all I got for you guys. I'm hoping that it was helpful. I'm hoping that it's enlightening. I'm hoping that you got something out of this reading. Just know Gigi loves you. Until next time, guys. Light, love, and blessings. Bye for now.